I'm Karen Higgins. I am the choreographer for the show. That is my main position, but I'm also helping co-direct this year because we decided to do that instead of having theater be involved. We decided that since most of the show is musical and choreography, it does work well, and it's more symbiotic for us to be able to just go ahead and do the blocking and the theater direction as well.
And I'm Adam Pointer. I'm the musical director and then I guess co-director with Karen.
Yes.
Lee Ashley Fletcher, and I'm the one brain cell that's in Mr. Pointer's head. I'm just kidding. I'm the assistant director.
So I am conducting all of the music. I'm conducting the pit, and I'm helping with blocking. And then Karen and I just play off of each other.
Yes, we do that well. We've known each other for a long time, so that it's really helped having that relationship already prior to the show. I obviously help with choreography and help with the blocking. Also helping with costuming and props, whatever the show needs. We've sort of just filled in everything. Whatever it does to get it to the level that we want to see it in the performance.
I play all the parts. I will be playing all the parts, like Cher. I play all the parts on the piano during rehearsal. I run the music, and I keep the morale up.
It's been, I think, a wonderful experience. I mean, I like working with kids, obviously. We both do, or we wouldn't be doing the show and putting the time and effort into it. My experience is, my favorite part, I'm going to say what my favorite part is. My favorite part is watching the growth of the performers, going from where they start from the audition all the way to the performance aspect of where they're ready for the show. So I like seeing that growth. That's what motivates me to continue to do performances like this or to be involved. Yes.
And I just really enjoy seeing them go from these shy, timid kids who probably wouldn't do a whole lot to like going full out and being crazy on stage and just watching their personalities
The confidence
grow.
to shine.
Yeah. That was our old job.
It's been a moment. It's been interesting testing these kids to their limits post-COVID, when they thought they just had to be in their bedrooms all day and now they're out. It's been a moment, but it's been fun.
Hopefully a lot of clapping and
Yeah,
applause.
that would be great.
A lot of smiling.
They have a part to play, and that part is to clap.
So true.
And to enjoy it, obviously. Part of it, the whole idea of theater is to entertain. So we want the kids, we always talk about the audience being the other person in the room. When you're on the stage, they are also the person you're interacting with. So we want to encourage that as well. Yeah. And for them to interact back with the performers.
Hopefully applause and nobody requests a refund.
Sit back and relax.
Enjoy the ride.
And laugh.
Laugh, yes, enjoy it. Also, don't expect, because this musical is based sort of off of a movie. I know I've been like that too. When I go to see a musical that's based off of a movie, I'm like, well, why did they get rid of that character? To realize that it is a different take on the movie.
We warned you that it was PG-13, and it was approved.
Keeping kids focused. Y'all are squirrels.
Yeah, and we have a large cast. That's a large
60,
cast.
58, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's one of the challenges. We've adapted the show to fit the kids versus the other way around. Because a lot of times when you audition for a show, you have a set cast that you're trying to look for. And we're always like, how can we change that around? What can we do to include more people and more kids in the show?
Definitely getting students to focus on something for more than 4 to 5 minutes. But they've been getting better, slowly and slowly.
I've really enjoyed teaching the music for Positive. That one's a fun number. I like the music of What You Want just because it's so crazy. And then
it's
Legally
really-
Blonde remake, like it's hard for me to pick which one is my favorite.
Right, and some of these numbers extend through several scenes, you know, in different places, so they're pretty long.
Yeah.
But I would say my favorite's the Bend and Snap, just because
Get
it
ready.
relates. Yeah, it relates
It's
to
fun.
the movie quite a bit, you know, so it's fun.
To teach, probably the Harvard variations, just because there's so many different people in it, and also Enid Hoops slaps. Come on, all those bars that she drops, so good, so good.
I think it's gonna be. I like Legally Blonde remix. That one's a whole lot of fun.
It has a
But
lot
I
of energy,
think-
yeah.
I think What You Want is gonna be so much fun to just see it come together.
Yeah.
Because we still have yet to put all of those moving pieces together, and that's the one that I'm really excited to see
Right.
come to fruition.
I agree with that because you have a lot of options there too for lighting and just the interaction and how you see the development of the story too.
And it's gonna change each night with the audience interaction. So I think that'll be fun.
Definitely, what was it that we did? So Much Better, just because there's so many moving parts in it. Like all the angels are dancing up top and everybody's dancing, and it's the end of Act 1, and it's just a really nice way to end that act.
Oh gosh, this could be a speech. For
I was
me.
about to
I
say,
always
this
get
has
into a
been,
speech.
we've both been in the arts for years, and it's just so beneficial for students who participate in the arts to just grow as a human being, because they become empathetic, but they also learn to be a leader, they learn to be a
Disciplined.
follower, they are disciplined. There's so many aspects.
Long-term gratification that you don't get anymore as a you know, today everybody wants to have, oh, give me the award now. You know, the arts requires someone to develop their skill for a long period of time, and they see constant growth, which is nice in comparison to a lot of other activities that you may be involved in.
Yeah.
And I can tell, I mean, literally when I interview people for jobs, I can tell, I'm like, have you been in theater? Or have you been in choir? Or I can tell you've been on the stage. So I think it does that. I think it gives people that opportunity to feel comfortable speaking, to have better social skills, all of those things, yeah.
As a kid of the arts, I definitely can speak on the impact that arts makes. It gave me my job and it gave me my life. And it like transforms people and their confidence level. I've seen kids go from, I taught them in middle school, to their juniors now leading like 200 kids at once. And it's just wild to see them go that far that quickly.
I will give a shout out to Ella Swinford, because she has brought it from day one, but she wasn't with us day one. She was in another show and she joined us halfway through, but she already knew all of the things because she came and talked to me, and like she is rocking it.
Nice. I'm going to pick out somebody that I've seen that I like, that I've seen in last year's show compared to this year's show, and that's Nick. I think he's done a great job in growth. That I'm really happy to see how he took on the character. I haven't had to give him very many notes because I feel like he sort of owned the character, and I was thinking, you know what? I need to find something to give him a note on because I think he's taken on the character and really grown from what I saw him do in the last show, that last year's show.
I'm going to shout out Adam Ellett because he's the one junior that I was talking about just now, just a question back. I taught him in middle school and I saw him grow exponentially, especially this past year. He's really taken on a leadership position in this company in this program, and I'm just really proud of him.
I think it just goes to show that people are more than what our initial thought process is of them, and we shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Definitely. Stereotypes are pretty much the whole show plays off the idea that people are usually put into a box. And like Elle, for example, she has blonde hair, so she must not be very smart. Or, so it's nice to see how they take those stereotypes and twist it around and bring it to a different viewpoint. And I think it's still current today, even though it's a show from the early 2000s.
Because girl power! Girls can do anything, especially stereotypically, like, not smart girls. Don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Be prepared to work and be prepared to dedicate a lot of time to a craft and to the show, because it doesn't happen overnight, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work.
And that the growth within yourself is the main objective. You're not trying to compare yourself to somebody else. And because I see a lot of kids, they come in very timid, and they're in the show for a reason, and I want them to believe in themselves more than what they think they can do. So, and that they have to understand part of the process of the fine arts especially is learning how to craft yourself, mold yourself into that. And with that comes a lot of, feedback and critiques that you may get, and to be able to take those in a positive way. I think that's one of the best lessons that they can learn from the arts, because in today's world, it's really hard. You see everybody seems to be easily, impacted by feedback that, they think, oh, it's all negative, and they just sort of melt out of that. We want them to grow and be strong within those critiques to be able to develop better as an artist and as a person.
Yeah.
Make sure to be prepared. If we're teaching you in the audition, it's probably best to circle back, and we'll see you next year. But be ready to work, because we will make you work.
Come see Legally Blonde.
Tickets are on sale now.